Ukrainian democracy is stronger than Russian autocracy.
Russia and Ukraine have agreed to meet to talk after Russian President Vladimir Putin put his nuclear forces on high alert. But what could possibly come from these talks? What could work as Russia continues to invade Ukraine? It's been a horrific last few days for people in Ukraine as Russia continues its unprovoked attack on Ukraine. Amid the mounting attacks, Ukraine announced that a delegation from the country has agreed to meet with Russian officials for talks.
It's a sign that Putin is not going to get what he wants. This is a step back for him.
Ukrainians have resisted the Russian army. Those living in Kyiv have now taken arms, doing anything they can to protect the capital. Shkandri says even though the country is being battered, Ukraine's position and the position of its people are strong.
It has called Putin's bluff. This invincible army is no longer looking invincible. And I think, the Russian side is looking for a way out now. But I think, to be honest, to be fair, he's in trouble.
NATO and Western countries, including Canada, have continued placing sanctions on Russia, including on President Putin himself. But for many Ukrainians like Tetiana Harashchuk, sanctions alone aren't enough.
There have already been so many people injured, so many people have died. Infrastructure is lost. This is all, it's costing way too much, and we're on the fourth day. So I think sanctions will not work to stop this war.
Russian planes are now facing airspace bans from several countries around the world, including right here in Canada. Harashchuk says it's also important for countries to stop using Russian oil and gas.
Most of their profit comes from gas and oil. So even if we're freezing other things, if we're still keeping afloat their main source of income, we're not doing much.
Today, however, the world is a tragically different place.
Ukrainians around the world have supported Ukraine over the last few days, including right here in Winnipeg, where an estimated 5,000 Manitobans gathered at the Legislative Building Saturday. Shkandri says Ukrainians are more united than ever, but one of the toughest parts of this war is misinformation.
There are no neo-Nazis in Ukraine. I mean, this is nonsense. This idea of denazifying Ukraine, it's become clear to everybody that this is idiocy. It's simply rhetoric. Actually, it's hate speech.
In Winnipeg, Alex Karpa, City News.